back, YouTubers, to my WWE vlog. I am Daniel Parkin, and this young gentleman next to me is NJ.
What's up?
What's up, NJ? And what's up to you people out there? On today's video, we're going to be discussing about why we don't like Smackdown, as well as Superstars and NXT, and why they all suck. NJ, why don't you like Smackdown?
Since The Rock left to become a Hollywood actor, I started to watch Smackdown less and less. Mainly the reason now is because we don't have enough exciting matches or enough wrestlers being pushed to be in the main events.
Yeah, and that brings us on to the next point, which is how Smackdown are just not using their wrestlers properly at the moment. You have wrestlers out there like Alberto Del Rio, who is being pushed at the moment, but not for the right thing. And you have people like Rey Mysterio, who has been involved in main events before and has got main event experience, along with Big Show, but they're just not getting that main event push anymore. Big Show especially. He's been a Santa recently. He's been feuding with Cody Rhodes. NJ, you have some opinions on the Big Show?
With the Big Show, Dan, he used to be a heel, and I thought, great, he was working as a heel, and when he became a face not so long ago, I just thought, what the hell has happened to Big Show? He was working as a heel, and then SmackDown started to misuse him. I think if they kept him as a heel, it would be big now.
And what about Drew McIntyre, the chosen one?
Drew McIntyre, oh dear. He's another one who's gone downhill now. He came in as the chosen one, and we thought, yeah, he might be pushed a bit too fast, but let's see what the W did do with him. And obviously they did well, and then obviously that didn't last long.
Yep, and also we have a problem with the main event status, with the fact that we don't have a problem with Edge being the champion. We know he's a good wrestler, but last week we had the fatal four-way match between Big Show, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and Dolph Ziggler. The four people we've mentioned, and Dolph Ziggler came out on top. And we had the whole Big Show dominating thing, and Ziggler coming out on top. Is he getting pushed too soon? Do you think he's getting pushed too soon?
Yeah, when I saw Dolph against John Cena on both Raw and SmackDown, I thought, no, one match maybe, just to see how it works. Then, in my opinion, it didn't work. Other people might disagree with me, but I would have gone on to SmackDown.
Yeah, I just don't think he's ready for it yet. But to fill the main event void, which has been left by The Undertaker, Kane has recently been doing his thing, which you seem to like.
With Kane, yes, he's been one of my favourite wrestlers as well as Triple H, but with his rivalry with Taker, I thought, great, we're seeing the old Kane again, the Kane that can go on, become big, and go for the title after he lost to Edge, but sadly, the whole Edge and Kane rivalry, in my opinion, made Kane look weak because Edge was overpowering him.
They pretty much ruined Kane.
And made him
a man who used to be a dominating machine is now just maybe going into mid-card obscurity, which we believe could happen, maybe not. But like we've been saying, the main event itself, there's been a big void in there left by Undertaker, who's been teetering on a return recently, but he really does need to come back to SmackDown. What about this whole Taker Wade thing?
I'm looking forward to that, because obviously Taker was taken out by Wade and the old Nexus, so I'm looking forward to seeing Taker coming back and seeing how he can get on with the new Nexus, which is also called the Core.
Yeah, the Core. That's another thing we were going to talk about with regards to the Core. What sort of impact will they have on SmackDown? Will they have the same sort of impact that the old Nexus had on Raw? Yeah, I hope so too, because SmackDown really does suck. What is your opinion on the Core?
The Core, nicely built, got good wrestlers in, and Wade, I'm looking forward to see him become big, because obviously he didn't do as well as he could have done more, in my opinion. Jackson, as you were saying, is feud maybe with the Big Show.
Yeah,
that might be exciting to see. And then there's Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater, which they should become tag champs, or maybe feud with the Santino and Kozlov.
They are a really good tag team. They have the potential to be tag team champions, but let's hope SmackDown use them well. They could use them well after the whole Nexus thing goes, I think. But while the core, I keep getting mixed up. But while the core thing has been going on, they're not going to use them in the tag team division. So WWE, use your superstars on SmackDown well. Now, this brings us on to the program Superstars, which we realise has got a lot of Raw and SmackDown low carders. If we went on the superstar list, we can see such low carders as Kurt Hawkins, Darren Young, for example, the Usos. Yeah, true.
After they win the tag titles.
Oh god, after they win the tag titles, which they're not going to do. No. But yeah, what's your opinion on superstars?
With superstars, I honestly think that show should be swiped off like Heat.
Yeah, Heat. Oh god, that program sucked. But what about this whole 3-hour Raw SmackDown thing that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, I was thinking this earlier this week that to make the low carders on Raw and SmackDown, which are on Superstar, work, they should be moved to a 3-hour Raw and SmackDown and have their chance to become big on that.
Yeah, that's a good point. And what about NXT?
NXT Season 1, great. We had Nexus moving on to Raw, and then Season 2, I thought, go back to how I thought NXT was, which is the winner getting the W contract and a title match of their choosing, and the losers to rebuild themselves up somewhere else.
Yeah. The thing that gets me about NXT is just the actual programming itself. It's an hour long. It's kind of like Superstars, but in the fact that the promos suck. There's not, as far as I can see, not that much wrestling. It's mainly about the whole competition thing itself. I personally would rather see Tough Enough, and I know you have opinions on Tough Enough.
But Tough Enough, of course, in my opinion, it's going to come back and be great, just like it used to be before WWE removed it, and hopefully it will get rid of NXT.
That's a good point, but I mean the whole reality TV element of Tough Enough is what's going to do it for me. I mean, if I'm going to view something, I'll view it. You know, the whole reality TV thing. I think will work for WWE, especially as opposed to the whole NXT elimination thing, the fan vote thing. Although that is good, I just prefer to see reality TV on Tough Enough and programs like that. So I believe that is it. Shall we ask the YouTubers what they think?
Go for it.
Well, this is what we do. What do you think of Smackdown, or the recent demise of Smackdown? If you have any, or indeed Superstars or NXT, if you watch those programs.
Or Tough Enough.
Or Tough Enough, yeah, true. If you have any comments on those things, or any questions you want to ask us, leave them in the comment section below. If you follow us on Twitter or Tumblr, which you realise lacks in Smackdown tweets or Tumblr posts, you can follow me on Twitter at Daniel_Parkin, NJ at NJ17, and on our Tumblrs, I'm Daniel Parkin, and NJ is WWE NJ. Look out for us sometime. That's all for now. Goodbye.